The Daily 10. Some coincidences are so strange and chilling, they seem impossible to explain. Here are 10 creepy coincidences that will give you chills. 1. The twin strangers on a train. In 1920, two identical strangers sat next to each other on a train in England. They looked exactly alike, had the same name, and were both wearing identical outfits, yet they had never met before. 2. The Titanic Prediction. A book published 14 years before the Titanic sank told the story of a ship called the Titan that hit an iceberg and sank, almost exactly like the real event. 3. The brothers' bicycle tragedy. In 1975, two brothers in Bermuda were killed exactly 1 year apart by the same taxi, with the same driver, carrying the same passenger, on the same road while riding the same bicycle. 4. The Lincoln-Kennedy connection. Abraham Lincoln and John F. Kennedy share eerie parallels. Both were elected 100 years apart, both had successors named Johnson, and both were assassinated on a Friday. 5. The baby who fell twice. In the 1930s, a man in Detroit caught a baby that fell from a window twice. 1 year after saving the baby the first time, he saved him again when he fell from the same window. 6. The Edgar Allan Poe time travel mystery. Poe's book The Narrative of Arthur Gordon Pym described a shipwreck where survivors ate a crew member named Richard Parker. 50 years later, a real ship sank, and the survivors ate a man named Richard Parker. 7. The lucky and unlucky man, Tsutomu Yamaguchi, survived both atomic bombings in Hiroshima and Nagasaki in 1945. He was in Hiroshima when the first bomb hit, traveled to Nagasaki the next day, just in time for the second bomb. 8. The bullet that took 2 lives. In 1893, a man in Texas was shot in the chest. The bullet got lodged in a tree, where it stayed for years, until decades later, someone chopped down the tree, causing the same bullet to hit and kill another man. 9. The king and his butler's grave. King Umberto I of Italy met a man who looked exactly like him, had the same name, and owned a restaurant. The next day, both men were assassinated at the exact same time. 10. The Reincarnated Author. Mark Twain was born in 1835, the year Halley's Comet appeared. He predicted he would die when it returned in 1910, and he did. Some coincidences are just too creepy to ignore. Which one freaked you out the most? Tell us in the comments. Brought to you by the Daily 10. Like, subscribe, and share for more mind-blowing facts.